What's up, y'all? I'm Brent Green, and we're here today at this is Freeform Friday. And I have a guest, of course, obviously. His name is Kevin, K.M. Ross. He's a local artist. Say what's up, Kevin.
What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
Yeah, so Kevin, tell them a little bit about yourself before we get started today.
Gosh. I am a local artist. I do photography mostly for commercial purposes. So I do brand photography for businesses, and I also just do street photography on the side and produce some clothing. There's a couple different things that I do, but if you ever look me up, you can find more about that.
Yeah, there should be a link, or we'll put a link to his art and everything in the comments. But my guy, I have him on today because we're gonna talk about something pretty interesting. It's called today's episode, as you know, is called The Bounce Back, and it's about Mitch Green. Mitch Green was a boxer, or he was a former boxer, and things like that. And you might be like, why Mitch Green? Well, Freeform Friday is about whatever I guess people call download from the universe for the week. And Mitch Green just happened to be what I downloaded this week from the universe. And just so happened that serendipity would have it play out so that Mike Tyson just happens to be boxing tomorrow. I guess for some of you who don't know that Mitch Green was a huge nemesis of Mike Tyson. And by the way, y'all, hashtag Mike Tyson in the comments below, okay? But let's go to Mitch Green's, let's go to his Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about Mitch Green, okay? I found this to be really interesting. It says Mitch Green, born January 13th of 1957, is an American former professional boxer who competed from 1980 to 2005. Y'all, by the way, y'all, that is a very long career, by the way, just so y'all know. But I just want to take a second to say that. Anyways, let's get back to what Wikipedia has to say about the guy. He is best known for going the distance with Mike Tyson, 20-0, 19 KOs, who was undefeated in 1986, and for his later street brawl with Mike Tyson in 1988. A toothpick dangling between his lips became his trademark at any public appearance. It says right here, in his early years, Green grew up on 175th Street between Anthony and Clay Aves. And here's a quote here. It's a very interesting quote, by the way. I was shot twice when I was 17, but it had to have been the will of God that I wasn't hurt. Bro, Kevin. Are you catching this, bro? Are you catching this, man? It's really interesting.
I'm surprised people can actually transcribe quotes from those days of Mitch Green.
Well, yeah, for sure. We're actually about to get into that part. We're actually about to get into that part, bro. Hey, yes, let's actually get into that part. But before, hold on. Yes, mother, we're talking about shoot, my mom just my mom just hashtag Mike Tyson. Yeah, y'all keep hashtagging Mike Tyson in the comments. Okay.
Yo.
Let's so wait, first of all, let's see what Mike Tyson, the actual nemesis of the dude, let's see what how Mike Tyson portrayed him in a recent lecture.
I'm there feeling good. All of a sudden, My cool is interrupted when this uncouth motherfucker walks in looking just like this. He didn't have the shorts and the gloves, of course, but he had the sweatpants and he had no shirt. Mitch comes in like this. What you doing in my neighborhood, you bitch ass? I'm trying to stay cool, right? Because I'm in this white world. I got endorsements. So I say, Mitch, what are you doing? Now, trust me, Mitch, by all means, I don't really believe this is advantageous to your health. And you need to proceed to the nearest exit immediately. Okay, so I just get mad, and Mitch said, F you say, and it just slipped in there, right? But it turned out cool. I broke my hand in this face, right? And this is what you never knew about the fight. You all knew about the altercation, but this is what you didn't know. Mitch was hiring some powerful that gave him like alien-like strength, right? And the Mitch comes, right? The Mitch comes. Boom! Mitch is down again.
All right, so I know y'all are like, well, why is Brent talking about Mitch Green? Well, first of all, his last name is Green. Are you there, Kevin?
I'm there. I didn't hear that clip that you played.
But y'all couldn't hear it? Say something in the you couldn't hear it on here, let me see something real quick. I got time to
I'm there feeling good. All of a sudden, my cool is interrupted when this uncouth motherfucker walks in looking just like this. He didn't have the shorts and the gloves, of course, but he had the sweat.
Okay, anyways, well, essentially what was going on is that essentially Mike Tyson was depicting or portraying his version of his nemesis. You know, the interesting thing though about this, about all of the videos on Mitch Green and Mike Tyson, a lot of the comments are saying that Mike Tyson was afraid of Mitch Green, which is something I found very interesting, considering Mitch Green was one of the only people who went a full 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. Kevin?
Yo, Mitch Green was just crazy as shit though. Like, maybe, I mean, what he lacked as a fighter, like, I don't know. That was a crazy dude. Like, I seen all the videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably just tell me what that one said. But I don't think Mike Tyson was scared of Mitch Green. I think he was more scared of like his consequences of having to deal with him. You know what I mean? Like probably most situations he don't have to really take it to that level of actually killing somebody. But it's like with Mitch Green, it's like he's not gonna. He just keep on coming.
Well, I'd like to highlight though, you know, the day of the actual incident at Dapper Dan's, it is said that Mike Tyson knocked him out 4 to 5 times in a row. Well, look, actually, let's get to this part. Let's let's get to that part. Actually, this is a video of them talking about what happened.
I want me Mike Tyson.
I know you can't. It's hard to hear.
Is it on now? Oh, I want Tyson, baby. I want me some Michelle Sisley Tyson. You don't get like this folding clothes. Long, baby. And weaving baskets. You train. I want me some.
All right, I'm gonna stop that clip because that clip is too hard to hear. So, but anyways, nonetheless. Here, I got a part y'all have to hear. You have to experience the persona that is Mitch Green if you haven't, because it is huge in the story of the bounce back. So I have this clip here of him Check this out.
Which is a good friend of mine. He handled my lawsuit, which is my man, Mr. Stud and Blood, Pepper and Salt. We are two live individuals. All right, now he handled my lawsuit. I'm suing Tyson for $25 million for damages. You know what I'm saying? And he threatened Robin Givens and all this stuff. He wanted to beat up Magic Johnson. What you gonna do when I take your woman now? I'm making a date with Robin Givens, baby. Now what you gonna do? Get mad at me, Tyson? The homo, Tutti Frutti, my pet fee.
All right.
That's here. Don't no man kiss no man in the mouth. I got no tape. He kissed men in the mouth. He's a homo. He let me call him a homo. He ain't gonna deny it because he's scared of me. He broke his hand on me. The bare hand.
So yeah, in this clip, if you couldn't hear it, in this clip, Mitch was calling Mike Tyson a homo. You know, the standard inner city insults and things. What he said, called him Mike Cicely Tyson and things. I find it to be all of this very, very, very. It's all part of his whole arc, right?
You call him Michelle.
Did you say Michelle?
You said Michelle Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, I want me some Michelle.
From Michelle. But it's like if you watch 10 interviews from him, he say the same thing, and then he start going like this and making this muscle move, and like he's just like, I called him a homo. That wasn't enough to get him to fight.
Well, they all were like that back in the day, man. I mean, you had to, it's hell.
I was one, so.
Well, that's how it was back in the day, everybody had to be hella macho with their tight pants on.
Right.
And they knee-high boots.
Man. Yo, I seen a clip with Fat Joe, and he's like, I knew Mitch Green. And he's like, no, this fucking nigga would run around on a bike. Like, he's like, come on a bike talking about I'm about to fight Tyson. And then, like, for years, it's just like, man, get out of here. You crazy. Like, get out. And he's like, he actually went and fought Tyson, but, like, he on a 10 speed. And he was actually talking to Mike Tyson about it. And then, like, Fat Joe was talking to Mike Tyson on his podcast. And then Mike Tyson's just like, yeah, this dude pulled up on me on a 10 speed. He's like, I got a driver in a Rolls Royce outside. This dude pulls up on me on a 10 speed. Like, aren't you you're a professional boxer? What's up with the 10 speed? Like,
well, yeah, that's why I was saying, bro. That's why I said. This
like,
dude
man.
is a classic case of a bounce back, man. Like, very classic case of a bounce back. But like, y'all had, yeah, man. And, you also got to give it to Mitch, man. Like, the thing about him is that he was the one thing that all these rappers always said. They've been saying for the past 30 years damn near, which is he kept it real.
Yo, he was real. He was real something. He was real. He was really who he was. And that, like, you can't take that away from him. And the bounce back make it even crazier though, because like people live the way Mitch lived, and it ain't, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no other part of the story for them.
Bruh, that is the crux of this whole episode, actually. Is that was what inspired me to make this episode, is because, the moral of all of this, since you brought it up, I was going to save it to the end, but the moral of all this to me is like, I don't know who you all out there, viewers, think you are, but you definitely aren't going to bounce back like, Mitch Green and Mike Marshall. Look up Mike Marshall, y'all. Most people do not bounce back out of that, so it's important for you to stay out the streets. Yeah, I said that. It's important for y'all to stay out the streets.
I mean, just know if you grown and you riding a 10 speed around, and you don't have like decked out biking gear, people gonna look at you funny. You will be judged.
What's up? What's up, Letitia Keaton? What's up,
It's like
Oklahoma?
It's like Humboldt County. You know what I'm saying? Like Humboldt County, you see a dude on a like. What do you think about the dude on a bike? Like, honestly.
Well, most people don't even know who Mitch Green is, and they barely even know who Mike Tyson is anymore.
Like, when you told me about it, I didn't know who Mitch Green was, and then I started YouTube, and I went down. I swear, I was like 3-4 hours deep watching just Mitch Green reading the Wikipedia. Like, you tell me something interesting that's crazy, I can't help but look it up. So I was looking this up because I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? I was born in '86. That's when all this stuff was happening. So it's like I don't actually remember this stuff happening. But it's like, just to go back and look at it, it was like, yo, these are crazy times.
Yeah, well, I since you say that's an important point of topic here. Since, like you said, we live in crazy times. But look at when we look at this footage and we take in this person, we take in all these energies. Wouldn't it suffice to say that we have always lived in crazy times?
Oh, it's always just a different kind of crazy, honestly. Like that's why it's shocking for me to see this stuff, because it's like it's a different kind of crazy than we dealing with today. And we have some elements of this same kind of crazy. We all know the dude on the bike in the hood. Like, dude's still riding the bike.
But wait, though, he fought him. Really, he really did it. Like, there's a lot of people running around, on bikes and saying a lot of things. They riding around in cars, fancy ass cars, saying a lot of things too. But this shit don't happen.
Nah, he actually did. That's what Fat Joe was like tripping off. He was like, yo, he actually did it though. But it's like, yo, Mitch Green. Yo, shout out to Mitch Green, because I have to say this is just fitting for the whole theme, because there is no. I challenge somebody out there to find a better bounce back, like find a more remarkable bounce back than Mitch Green.
Well, I really do. Actually, I do. I challenge anybody out there to hit me with they best bounce back out there. Let me know, because I got to know. And of course, I have my own. I am my own bounce back story. Of course, everyone is their own bounce back story. Again, man, shout out to Letitia Keaton out there. She got her bounce back story. She says she came from the streets and now she own a medical dispensary. Shout out to you, man.
Hell yeah.
Many blessings.
I'm not trying to I guess we shouldn't put bounce backs in competition with each other, but this is just one that's really fun to talk about.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I definitely am not trying to put them in competition. I am, however,
right.
However, it's very important in this conversation to highlight the fact that these kind of bounce backs are not going to happen to everybody. And again, I'm going to say the same thing. It's very important to stay y'all ass out the streets for this very reason.
Stay out the streets.
Better have your ass at that computer.
Yo, I mean, did you play the joint about the gas station?
No, but it's on here. Hold on.
Because that's like the extent, like I don't know, like the extent of this bounce back. We just seeing like what he just talk shit on TV. It ain't even been like crazy, like
this is
real,
actually,
like the real crazy stuff that.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said this. Like we haven't even got to like dug into like how crazy it got.
Oh, excuse me. Had to got a little too much smoke there. Actually, yeah, dude. This clip is a bit of a detail into some of the craziness that went on with Mitch. So check it out.
That's how I ran into a stupid motherfucker, Mitch Green, right? I had went to Dapper Dan earlier that day, like 12 or 11 o'clock that afternoon or morning, and I fitted for some clothes. And so we were supposed to come later, but we hung out, we partied, we were drinking, and we were in D.C., so we drove all the way back. And so we came back, so let's go up there and get my clothes. We went in there, I got my clothes. We were all laughing. Walter Berry was in there. We were all having a ball. Everybody was laughing in there. So my back is turned from everybody, but everybody's laughing. And all of a sudden, everybody stopped laughing. And I'm talking stuff. Yeah, these bitch-ass niggas there. You imagine that shit? I'm waiting to get myself. I turned around, Mitch Green's in this motherfucker. And these guys all scared. They don't want to talk. I said, oh, shit, Mitch fucking Green. Then he just started talking, what the fuck you doing in my hood, nigga? Oh, then it was on from then.
And you guys threw down in the street or in Dappers? In
the street.
Jesus.
And it was quick.
Real quick.
Blah, blah.
Well, he was talking a lot. He was just talking a lot, and I really thought he was grabbing from my pockets, trying to pull my pockets out, because if he rip my pack, all the money will fall. But I won't have a chance to get my money. I have to fight this cat, right? And then my money's to the wolves. So anyway, that's when I just started punching him.
And it was over quick.
Yeah, I dropped him a couple of times, but he was high on angel dust, so he kept getting up. Right? Just like Friday the 13th, the fucking Michael Myers, that guy.
You talk about this in your show.
Yeah, every time, boom, I knock him cold. Boom! He gets back up. Boom! I said, fuck! Right? So when I'm in the car now, so I'm in the car. I'm tired because I'm overweight a little bit. I'm fighting this guy. I'm tired, right? I'm a little drunk.
Are you bugging that like you're the heavyweight champion and like you're at Dapper Dan's
You gotta do this.
and like this is happening in the street? Like, are you like, what the fuck is going on? Or did you feel comfortable with
Now, I
that?
felt comfortable doing it, but I was like, fuck, nigga, I hurt my hand on this motherfucker, right? But then I'm in the car. He rushes to my car. He breaks in my Rolls Royce. He breaks the side mirror. Boom, he breaks it off, right? And then
with the eye jam, his shit was already fucked up.
No, that wasn't the eye jam. He was bleeding, but he didn't have the real eye jammy. So I went out the car. I said, "Excuse me, 1 minute." I got out the car and I hit Mitch, and Mitch went down, and he bent over, and I grabbed his head. I hit him, boom, one time, and his head hit the floor and hit the concrete, boom. And I said, "Oh," then that's when he was out, boom. And I got scared because he didn't move anymore when his head hit the concrete. And that's when I ran. I ran and got my car.
Fuck, Mike.
Out of here. I thought I killed him. I was so scared.
And this is right on 125th, right?
Yeah, I was so happy the next day in the paper they showed him
Right
up with his eye. Yeah, I was so happy. I know he wasn't dead then.
Bro.
And Walter Berry was there.
Yeah, Walter was feeling bad. I said, Mike, I feel bad. I don't like to see you. Then I said, Walter, I have to fuck this motherfucker up. We the disrespectful fucking
That's
nigga.
fucking crazy.
This is a disrespectful motherfucker. You have to see this motherfucker. You have no idea how disrespectful this motherfucker is. You have to fight this guy in the street. He's gonna talk to you like a pig in front of the whole. You ever see how Harlem is? Like all those people walking. He's talking to you like a fucking piece of rat shit in front of thousands of people.
Loud, Jerry curl motherfucker.
Bitch ass faggot homo bitch dick sucking nigga. Yeah, in front of all these people. Oh shit! I used to start attacking this motherfucker.
Fuck.
He was one of the last remaining people with a Jerry curl too.
No, listen, you don't see you don't see black people look like that anymore. Black people don't look like that's gone. All right, they may have a little texture in their hair, but no more of the Jerry curl. That's gone. That era's over. But listen, man, this guy has rocking it.
Yo.
But this is how interesting he is. This guy would rob the gas station. This is what he would do. So if there's not enough money, if it's too early, he got there too early, he would tie the guy up, hide him under the gas station, and start pumping the gas and taking the money. Pumping the gas. Mitch Green,
He's a piece of shit.
Oh, I'm a right-handed guard. He would pump the gas and got the guy.
Where is he? Is he alive? Mitch is still alive based on everything?
Listen, I don't know, man. The guy be
I haven't
shitting.
heard.
All right, so now, sorry about that. Yeah, that was a little insight into how grimy the dude was, y'all. Like that story about him robbing the gas station and tying up the attendant and just operating the gas station like regular until he had enough cash. I have never, ever heard anything like that before. Kevin?
Nah. I don't know some grimy dudes, but damn, like that's crazy. That's like taking a hostage. That's unthinkable.
Man, he sound hella disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, like, yeah. So I mean, maybe we should go through a timeline of these events, because, like,
Well,
I don't know, like, because some of this shit is happening while he's like a professional fighter.
yeah, all of it, for the most part.
Like, I'm already in tears, like, but
They already asking what he doing now. It's coming up, y'all. It's about to be. It's coming. Just wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming.
Joe,
All right. I'll stop being silly.
I'm just saying, like,
We got like three. We got a little bit of time. A little bit. We were like right on the line. Let's go ahead and give them the punchline here. Let's go to the arc. So y'all want to know what Mitch Green is doing now, right? Y'all heard the gibberish coming out of his mouth, correct? I want to make sure y'all heard this, okay? Y'all caught everything. Well, like a real bounce back, here you go.
2 Corinthians 5:17. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creation. The old things have passed. Behold, all things have become new. And I remember standing in the foyer and reading that passage and wondering if that could really be true. If I could be a new person after all that I've been through, after all that I had done, after all the guilt and shame that I had left in my past, could I really be new? And I was told constantly, you don't have to be a drug addict anymore. You don't have to be an alcoholic anymore. Not if you don't want to be. You can be new. I don't have to go back to my old life. I know that now. And I made it my point to pass that message on to others. I'm a married man now. I'm a chaplain. I'm with United Chaplains. I'm also a certified marriage specialist, my wife and I. We're involved in nouthetic counseling, which is marriage counseling, which is Christian-based, because I have come to the conclusion that anything that is Christian-based can cure any ill man is suffering. I've learned that, and I believe that, and I know it to be true. I remain hopeful. I remain confident. I'm a happy man. I had reached a point where I thought I'd never be able to say that again, that I was a happy man. But I am. God has healed me. He has brought me out. He has brought me over. And I look forward to my future. Thank you.
Yo, the power of the Most High. I mean, I didn't want to turn this into a spiritual message, but again, not everybody gonna bounce back like Mitch Green, Mike Marshall, and all the others out there who I'm failing to mention. So it's very important, again, for you all to stay y'all ass out the streets.
bounce back is real.
Bounce back is hard. It takes a lot of energy. You miss a lot of years, you know.
What he had to do to just be able to speak appropriately and understand stuff, and I can't even imagine the amount of work that man put in.
I think it was probably just a matter of just not doing drugs.
I mean, shit, that's definitely step 1, 2, and 3.
Well, yeah, for sure. You know what, man? Shout out to Mitch, man. Shout out to everybody who done bounced back. The bounce back is always real. but it's important to stay in alignment before you have to bounce back, because not everybody is a phoenix. See, the whole thing about this is that 99% of the people who get caught up in the streets cannot. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got caught up behind the screen there. 99% of the people who get caught up in the streets are not. The bounce back doesn't happen. Anyone? I see y'all in the comments.
Nope. Especially when you get, you know, the deeper you get, the harder it is to bounce back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I'm just agreeing.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't know, like that. If there is something to be learned, it's like even this dude bounced back. So you can learn it in a couple ways. Like you can learn not to get that bad, so you don't have to bounce back, or you get that bad, you're at least seeing somebody do it. But goddamn.
Well, like I said, man, shout out to everybody out there who have bounced back, man, and found their way back. You know, another story that comes to mind, real quick, and mention, I'd like to talk about this, which is Mike Marshall. Mike Marshall is the lead singer of Timex Social Club. Look at all these rumors surrounding me. Y'all remember that shit? Maybe y'all older folks do. Anyways, and he had a hit from our generation, which is I Got 5 on It. I got 5 on it. He was the lead singer on that. Long story short, Mike Marshall had his issues, and in brief, my dude did not fill out his paperwork for his residuals, and essentially, for a long time, you know, had some struggles with his own personal struggles, and never dealt with his paperwork. Long story short, at the end of the day, man, he came back, got clean, and realized he hadn't dealt with his paperwork hella years later, 10, 15 years later. And y'all, he ends up recouping all of his back residuals. Again, the bounce back don't happen like that for everybody. Kevin?
Man, you know what? I'm honestly surprised that there wasn't a way that they tried to like not let him get his residuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how capitalism be working sometimes. Like they'll just like try to screw you out your money, however they can. So I'm happy that he got that. But it's people, you know what I mean? Like people do have rights to shit that they don't end up getting.
Yeah, like I said, you know, the bounce back, yeah, you know, all the more reason why you should not put yourself in a position where you got to bounce back.
I mean, I wonder what he had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was just as simple as him signing papers to go through, or if he actually had to like fight these people in court. Because
I believe he actually, you know something? There's an interview with him on Thizzler where he talks about it. But I was in talks with him today, trying to get him on for this segment, but I couldn't. He said that he wasn't available. And shout out to you, Mike Marshall, man, for being a huge integral part of our musical process and growth for all of us out there. And super shout out to everyone who has bounced back from everything. Anyways, is there anything you want to say before we shut this down? Kevin?
Shoot, man, I think everybody should just take care of themselves and hope that they don't have to bounce back. But if you get in a position where you might need to bounce back, you know, look at stories like these as hope, you know, because shit, I sure am. Because we all got to bounce back, right?
Hey, check this out. If Mitch Green can bounce back and stop doing drugs and stop speaking gibberish, then anybody can.
Man.
Anyway,
Man, I almost want to go talk about how disrespectful this dude was. Like, like I want to, like it. It's just it's amazing just watching this story of this character. Like, just you know what I'm saying? Oh, run up on Tyson and Dapper Dan's High on Angel Dust, get knocked out 4 times. Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. If I had to deal with something like that, I'm running out of there.
what was it? Tyson knocked him out the 4th time, and like it's like he knocked him out the first time and gotten his Rolls Royce and thought he was, you know what I'm saying, dude's done, whatever. And like, I hurt my hand, like this. Gets up, starts breaking mirrors, starts breaking the mirrors on his limo and shit, and then gets out the car, knocks him out again. He's like, thinks he kills him. Like, that's just like Mike Tyson's a crazy, amazing, crazy character as well. That's a bounce back in itself.
Yeah, for sure. He is definitely a bounce back story. By
he
the way,
fighting
y'all
tomorrow.
be sure to hashtag Mike Tyson in the comments.
He fighting Roy Jones Jr. tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Now, wonder I serendipitously downloaded and got just one day randomly got geeked up. Like, you know, I think I should look up Mitch Green. Seriously, that's how I got to this.
Man, and then you told me about it, and I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I was sitting there looking at it, and I didn't have a chance to actually watch the fight with Mike Tyson, but I am gonna watch that. But
yeah, it is definitely, professionally speaking, it is definitely important to state that with all the rudeness and everything and the antagonism, Mitch was one of the rare opponents of Mike Tyson's who lasted 10 rounds, y'all. Like, really, that's important. So
yeah, that's super important.
And if you look at that match where they're fighting, Mitch took like at least hundreds of up close uppercuts, and you can see his Jerry curl bouncing.
On a bike with a Jerry curl after Jerry curls was out of style.
Yeah, I don't think he had a Jerry curl, man. I think he had, like, I don't know. I think it might have just been sweated out. If it was a Jerry curl, it might have been just sweated out or overly wet.
It's like the coming to America joint where they leave the stains on the couch.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so glow.
Anyways, player, you ready to go to the mixer?
Man, let's hit up the mixer, bro.
You ready to go to the Black Humble mixer?
I am ready.
All right, so if you black and you watching this right now, I implore you to go over to join us at the Zoom Black Humble mixer. We'll put the link in the comments, and also you can find the information on the Green Scene TV page. But yeah, all the black people, black entrepreneurs and professionals out there, come mix with us. You know, we can do some things together, get to know each other, make a community,
conversate,
talk about the world, talk about a bounce back.
That's right.
All right, y'all. So, anyways, Kevin, you tell them where they can find your photography and them badass hoodies you got.
So, Images like the one you see behind me be found on Instagram.com, km.ross, at km.ross on Instagram, Facebook, all major platforms. You need some content that looks like this, kmrossphotography.com. We got merch, we got shirts, we got mugs, hoodies, hats. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work on some lighters for the cannabis community. But either way, like I say, kmrossphotography.com. Love y'all.
Yeah, we'll put the link, or we'll put his address and link in the comments as well. Y'all, I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Kevin, thanks for joining me today for Freeform Friday. And we'll catch y'all. Like I said, I'll see y'all on Wednesday with Cannabis News at 5 p.m. Pacific. Shout out to all y'all. Be safe out there. Peace.
Stay tuned.